Live. I'm live. No, I haven't. Lost the lid to that. Goodness. Well, yeah, it's because I have been using it, but we're gonna put there on that because we're gonna need a different color. So y'all know if you don't know, the trade for my channel this month is fall themed. We're doing fall themed, and so yeah, uh so I'm making like I guess you would call them mini little master boards is what you would call this, a mini little master board. And then I'm cutting it apart and everything that I cut on this will go for one recipient. Uh anyway, so this one is fall themed. I've actually been working on this all day. I have tons of painty papers that y'all sent me. And so I'm using y'all's painty papers. If you see papers on here, you're like, oh, wow, I made that. Yep, I'm using your painty papers. That's what I'm doing is using your painty papers. Let's see there. Oh, I have a thing, a hamburger paper. So, uh, yeah, and hear me out. Copy. Let's see. There we go. I know this is usually a little bit later than I normally go during the week, go live. So we got this piece of lace. So we're just going to let that dry a bit before we start cutting on it, okay? Just going to let it dry a bit. We'll close that. I'm going to start on another one because we are using up my half papers. There's my dog barking. Okay. The dog can hear kids out front. Oh, hey, Juju. Hey, honey. Well, the good thing is I don't have a clot in my leg. The bad thing is my D dimer came back as an abnormal test, which means that more than likely I may have an effusion again, a pericardial effusion, because that's kind of what the chest X-ray showed. So my cardiologist has been notified, and they have moved up my echo to next week. I'm having an echo next week. Make sure that if I have a pericardial effusion, it's not bad. So yeah, it's always something. You start getting old, it's always something. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It's always something. So anyway, so I'm just making little ditty dolls here. Yeah. So I'll go next Wednesday and have a echo, and we'll see what's going on. We shall see. Good thing about my doctors is even though my doctor is not in the same um, system that the my cardiologist is, test that I had done yesterday was at was in a hospital that is in the same system he's in. So anyway, so he could see all of my results and all the reports that got done about it. So, and he can even see my blood test because those hospital things. There we go. Those hospital portals they share between different kinds of hospitals. Like we can see through my portal with my primary care doctor, we can see Baptists and Mercies. So because we use doctors at both, Dave sees a doctor in the Baptist for his heart, and I see a cardiologist in Mercy for my heart. So as much of that as I wanted. Yeah. Yay. Oh. Uh, yeah. I didn't update that. I didn't put that out as an update. It'll be it'll be okay because you can have an infusion and not have to have it drained. Just I mean, if it's not too big, it don't have to be drained. However, if it's too big, it does have to be drained. We're doing all fall kind of colors. That one has no color. Well, it's brown. That one has no color, but it is brown. And I'm just putting these on with my PVA glue. Oh, I just covered up every bit of that, didn't I? Oh well, it's okay. Um, I'm making mini master boards, and then here, I've done these this morning, this afternoon, and then I'm cutting them up into bookmark, a Twinchy, an ATC bookmark, wide bookmark, and then that's an old one. And so these are not really fall colors. These ones here, these were some purple ones I done. I was in a purple mood this morning. So anyway, so those are some purple ones I done. That one might work for fall. Uh-oh, I lost you. I just clicked on the wrong button. There we go. Yep. Hey, Teresa. Oh, thought you said a mini doll. No, not a mini doll. Mini masterboard. A mini masterboard. So when I cut my melon labels, they're half sheets, and I end up with this right here. End up with a whole sheet. So, guys, I do want to say something about the ads. So, if I take away the ads, uh, Facebook still puts them in. So, if there's going to be ads in, I might as well be getting the revenue off of them, right? Which the only way I get revenue off of them is if y'all click on them. So, but I can't completely take all the ads away because uh, that's how Facebook makes their money. Not Facebook, wherever we are, YouTube. I don't even know where we are. That's how dingy I am today. I'm just a little bit dingy with all that's going on. So I've talked to several doctors today, well, nurses today, and yeah, doctors, nurses. And it sounds like kids are out front starting to trick or treat, and we don't give out candy on Halloween. And I know that sounds really odd. You're a children's pastor and you don't give out candy. By the time Halloween rolls around, we've already done the stuff. We've already had the big fall fest and all that. And we over it. We over it. We don't want to see no candy. So anyway, uh, yeah, we don't want to see no candy. We don't do none of it. Here in a little bit, let's see. Here in a little bit, everybody will leave the neighborhood. And you're like, how do you know that? I know this because at 4 o'clock at the elementary school, they will start the trunk or treat. Trunk or treat. And at 4 o'clock, see the school bus. There goes the school bus right now. The school buses are just running, taking kids home. At 4 o'clock, trunk or treat starts, and they'll trunk or treat from 4 to 5:30 or 6. And at 6 o'clock, the cannon goes off, indicating that the ball game is fixing to start. The football game is going to start. So that's not really fall colors, but I really like that purple flower. I just have been in a real purple mood today, y'all. I don't know why. Anyway, let's have some fall leaves. We got some fall. We're just tearing, ripping, just tearing it up here. And we got out our dark orange and our dark golden yellow to ink some edges with. No kids too far out. We live right in town. We live less than a block away from the high school, but we don't live in a ritzy neighborhood. And around here, the kids like to hit the ritzy neighborhoods, so they hit them hard over at River. No, no, I can't think what that's called. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, they like to hit those ritzy neighborhoods hard. So anyway. But yeah, but how it's this is how it's worked out lately is that the last two Halloweens, uh, our school has been playing the football games for last year Halloween. I'm pretty sure was on Thursday night, and the junior high played our past. I think I've told you our pastor is a football coach, and our team played his junior high team, and then this year Halloween's on Friday night, and our senior high team is playing his team. So that's why we had our fall fest on Wednesday night. So I think I've told you this, April, Juju. My pastor's last name is the same as yours. Yep, he has the same last name you do. I should be using some of my stuff, but yeah, y'all know. So I am using I hope nobody gets upset about this, but I am using my painting papers that you guys sent me. I want some green on this one. I am using up my painting papers. I just need a little green spot right there and maybe a little piece of green up here. But actually, I think I want this right here, this grungy spot, because it's got green and orange and black. Anyway, so when you get your fall, there went my phone in the floor. When you get your fall things from me, um, you'll be able to see some of your own work on them. Different sets. Uh, 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 let's just say it like this. My pastor is the only one in his family from that side of the family that was religious. That's how we'll put it. Now, his grandma was very religious, and she just passed away. She was in her 90s. She just passed away, but his dad wasn't. My hip still hurts, but it don't hurt as bad as it did, but I'm not sure why it still hurts. Everybody said it's just a sign of getting old age. My mom's teased me and said that you should feel lucky that they haven't told you it's just Arthur. I'm only 60. So helpful. And my nurse friend, not Juju, but my one of my nurse friends locally, she's been after me all day about thinks they should move up my echo. So I said, okay. I was fine leaving it where it was until I saw that the D dimer test was abnormal. So I thought well, maybe we'll call and see what they want to do. So we called and they said, yeah, we think we want to move it up. They probably would have called me if I hadn't have called them. So they're pretty on it. There's what I'm looking for. Before I wanted to cut up another piece, I want this right here. Because I'm going to cut out see, I got a little white spot right there. I'm going to cut out a pumpkin. That's what I lost. Dad burn it. That is a piece of blue under there. I lost my little green piece that I thought I glued down here. It didn't glue, did it? That's okay. Anyway, so my pastor's wife, her daddy was a preacher. And actually, my pastor's wife, her sister is married to my uncle. So while she's not kin, people in her family are kin to me. So this about marriage. But anyway, yeah, one more hour. Well, my iron, it's Friday. Friday. Quitting time. I don't know about where you live, but we have a classic rock station that plays this uh, song at 5 o'clock. They sound a time horn like you'd hear in a factory, and they play this. Can't think what that song is called. Some rock song. It's 94. Uh, 94. I can't think what it's called. The channel. The radio station, not channel. See, you can tell you can tell you're way have too much time for whatever. That's what I was doing, wasn't it? Too much internet YouTube channel time. When everything channel instead of a radio station or a TV station. So somebody's dinging. If it is it Chatty Crafters? Nope, it's Sharon. Sharon. Let's see what Sharon's saying. Sharon's at a retreat. She's supposed to come home tomorrow. Oh, that's cute. she's got on her she's got on her costume for Halloween. She's a butterfly. It's cute. Nice. Dave said I'm going back to my old days. Old days. I have on a tie-dye t-shirt and I have on I don't think you can see them. Okay, yeah, tie-dye leggings. Anyway, and I said, nope, I'm not going back to the old days. I'm going back to the warm days. I want to be warm. I've been cold all day. It's not real cold here, but my once it starts getting cold, my little house holds the cold. It'll hold the heat when it's hot too, but she is cold. It's not been over 65 degrees in the house anywhere today. So most of the most of the rooms is like 60. So that's why I have on long breeches and I have on two shirts and I have on my big fuzzy Christmas socks. But I don't match very well, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay if I don't match okay. I've been one that cared a whole lot about matching. I try some days. Some days I don't even bother to try. Look, let's see. I got a stack of Steffi papers, isn't it? That's a Steffi paper. That's a Steffi paper. This one here is a Steffi paper. That one there is a um beep 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 beep. Actually, that painting paper is a paper from Ginger pan, Ginger pan. And this one is a paper from maybe Ginger pan too. I can feel the paint on this. Her other one, it may be. I don't know. I'm looking for yellows or oranges. This one is Becky. Actually, crap. It's actually a collage from Steffi, and we've got some red and pinks here. We're gonna fill in that corner, and then everything else is filled in. Then we're gonna cut out some pumpkins and put on top of it. Because I mean, what fall is all about pumpkins. At least it is in Arkansas. You open the pumpkin patches. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Squirrel, sorry. Anyhow, it's all about pumpkins. Hay rides. When I was a kid, we used to play in the cemetery for Halloween. We'd ride four-wheelers through it. Oh, you only allowed to wear pajamas in your house? Okay. Well, I originally thought I would be going out today. Oh, shoot, because I need some toothpaste. I have to send Mr. J Rod after that. If y'all don't know, my son's name is Jared, but I spelt it different than anybody usually spells Jared. I found out that it's spelt more ethnically. There are a few people that we've met, but it's spelled Jarrod. Thus, we call him J Rod or Roddy. I call him Roddy. So, anyway. And my son John, he's always John John. Usually, if I talk about him, he's always John John. I want that one. Anyway, Monday was his birthday. He turned 31 in heaven. Only, actually, he's 14 forever. Hey, Brenda Mac, how are you, honey? So, uh, anyway, that's coming in now. If you want to know what the latest is on all this medical crap, just go to the front of this video and listen, okay? I don't want to tell it again. So, but there is more medical crap. So just go to the front and listen. Okay. See right there, I've got a little seam, and I could put another pumpkin there, but I don't think I want another pumpkin there. I think we're going to take and put, I know it's a picture of a hamburger, but I think we're going to do this right here. And we're going to put a piece of trim just right like that all the way down. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to run it just like that. So it'll go like that. Yeah, that works for me. Although I got to take this little white spot off because y'all know I don't like for white to show up in my pictures when there's white trim. Oh, I have a picture to show y'all too. My mama sent me in a text last night. No, I've showed y'all her wiener dogs. I've showed y'all all of her little pretties that she's been making. So This is what she's done with them. I'll show you what she's done with them. Okay, so find your pictures. There we go. Let's see. There you go. Can you see? She's got them hanging all across the wall up there at the top of her wall. It starts over here with a cow, and then it goes to the weenie dog. And I know this is hard to probably see. Go to the cow, then we go to the weenie dog, and we go to a chicken, and we have a whole chicken family. We have a daddy chicken and a mama chicken and the baby chickens. Then we have some flutterbys, and then we have a little um, Highland cow. So this right here is all fabric, color coded fabric. This right here, this right here, those are all quilts that she's made. And this stack here is leftover quilts that won't fit in there. Yes. Yes. My hoarding tendencies come naturally. And yeah, yeah. And this right here, this little bit of fabric right here is not even a a tenth of what. So what you can't see, so this is the door when you walk into the room, that's the room, the wall as you walk in. Then on this other side, there's a, I think it's about an 8 foot long, um, all the way to the ceiling, floor to ceiling bookcase that my dad made back when I was, I don't know, 10 or 11. And it's filled with fabric, color coded fabric. And then she has a closet that is full. And then we're not going to talk about all the tubs that have little scrappy pieces that we can't throw away because we could use those scrappy making a string quilt. And oh, that stack of quilts, nothing. There are trunks of quilts everywhere. When I say my mom has more than 100 quilts, and we're talking about quilted quilts. We're not talking about how many quilt blocks, quilt tops she has that are not quilted. Yeah, that is not included in that number. So my mom loves to quilt, but she also loves more than quilting. She also loves to make quilt tops. So she has a friend that she swaps with. She makes the quilt top, and then her friend will quilt them for her. They swap. Mom gives Brenda a quilt top, and Brenda quilts Mom a quilt. So they usually swap two or three at a time. So mom, mom can't hardly. I mean, she can still quilt, but it's her hands are. She's 80 years old. It really bothers her back and her hands. Her hands are just not able to do what she wants to. She quilted a quilt last year into this year. And she said she thought that might be her last quilt. Anyways, yeah. I think Brenda, I don't know if you've ever seen me do this, but uh explain this, but if you go into Facebook, if you're on Facebook, and you just type in my name, Cindy Loven, author, author. I have an author page because I've wrote a couple of books that have been published. And if you'll go there and click on my photos, there is a group of photos there of quilt tops that my mom has made. I've flipped through them a few times on my channel. Anyway, my mom she is a master quilter. There, let's see. She she's just a master seamstress. She can make anything she wants. All those little animals, she didn't have no pattern for them. She just saw a picture of them and wanted to make them. That's my mama. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna let this dry while we go and work on this one. Okay, we need to put our scissors up because those scissors they hurt when they hit your foot. Ask me how I know that. They leave a stop mark in your foot too. Ask me how I know that. I will tell you no lies. So this is how this is gonna work. So we are going to cut this one up. We'll start at the 2.5 inch mark. There we go. Then we're going to take, where did it go? I just had it. There it is. Then we're going to take this. And where I can see it. Ooh, that had some of that fuzzy fabric on it. Not fuzzy fabric, fuzzy paper. Do you know what I mean? It's hand paper and it had some lace there. But we'll just trim off the paper piece right there. So that's a cute little bookmark, but we're not done. Uh, we're not done. So let's cut us another piece at the 2.5 inch mark. I'm going to cut pumpkin right in two, dead burn it. And then we're going to come up here. We're going to cut this from this end. And we're going to go to 3.5 and we're going to make us a ATC. We're going to have to trim that. We're actually going to have some skizzers. Where did they go? We need some skizzers. Ooh, I just poked my boobie. Did y'all hear the air leaking out of it? There we go. There we go. Now this little piece here is left. That's an ATC. This little piece here is left. Going to be a twinchy. Twinchy, twinchy. 2 by 2. Twinchies. So we've got a bookmark, an ATC, and a twinchy out of that. And we still have this much left. Now, how high is that? How high is that? That is 3.5. I cut that by 2.5. 2.5. I think I'll get 2 ATCs out of that. Or I can turn it back here and do another 2.5 inch bookmark. Do I want 2 ATCs, 3 ATs? Let's do another bookmark. Sorry. There we go. Another bookmark. And then we have this little bitty skinny bookmark. We will include it with whatever. We're gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna keep it. There we go. So anyway. So we've got our this. Hope we can get in. That one is a skinny, skinny, skinny little bookmark thing. There we go. But a bookmark it will be. We're going to tear it just because I want it tore. This one here, do we want it to be that kind of a topper or do we want it to be this kind of a topper? I think we'll do this kind of a topper. I mean, we dug this out just for that. Just make sure it's even there. There we go. There we go. Looky there, we gotta uh, hang me on, don't we? Sometimes it happens. Do you see what happened? So we were off kilter there, weren't we? We were not straight. I don't like it. It's too crooked. There we go. And just like that, you fix it. That's how I fix it anyway. You may not do that. Don't bother me to cut off something I don't like. I'm even sliding it in the trash. I see that. Don't gasp, okay? Don't gasp. So we're going to get out our dark, this color orange, and ink these edges. Oh, yeah. I like it that. I like it. I like it. I love it. And actually, I could be doing that right there instead of using my dauber. You can pull those out and do that. Do y'all know I had this thing for nearly a year before I figured out you can pull those out and use them like that? I was so aggravated because I just wanted one color and I couldn't figure out how to do it. And my friend that sold them to me told me, "You do know those pull out, right?" I said, "No, I do not know that. If I knew that, I wouldn't be so aggravated. Why didn't you tell me this sooner, my friend?" So got those from April. Not Juju April. April. Bougie Bear Vintage April. Bouge. See, we got a problem there. We got some lift and lace. Lift and lace. Oh yeah. Lift and lace. I think we could sing a song about that. If we wanted to sing a song. Hey, pull out one of these. I really thought I had a hamburger sheet laying out here somewhere. I probably do. I'm not going to say I did, but I kind of cleaned off the table across the way. But it would appear that I've ended up moving a bunch of what I cleaned off over here. So let's dig in here. There we go. There's us another dauber. Finish daubing that one we did. We want some of this green. I think some of that green would be pretty, don't you? Mm-hmm. Although I do like the orange real well. Do this. So whoever gets this in the trade. Speaking of the trade, I need to write down Ginger's name. Hadn't got her wrote down yet. Pam, Penny for the trade. She told me last night, was it, or the night before, that she wanted in on that trade. So let's put our color box back on it. That was my finger. Okay, let's grab this out. This right here, our little file folder. It's not really a file folder, it's just a wad of papers. This tells me everything that everybody that signed up. So Ginger Pam has, what is today, the 31st? Can I move my camera just a little bit to where? Tell me where. To what? Move it this way to my hands? Is that what you mean? Yeah, thank you. Okay, Ginger Pam, what we got? 8, 9. Okay. Now, this is what I like to do. We're only doing one of these, so Ginger, Sharon and Dana, Angela and Beth. Juju gets Steph, and Lori Beth gets Monty L. So, is that how I want to keep that? I think so. So there you go, guys. This is your trade partners. Butter Road, Doretha, and Ginger. I will make a short video of this. Sharon and Dana, Angela and Beth, Lori Beth and Bonnie, Steffi and Juju, Bonnie and Lori Beth. I know I'm Juju and Steph, Beth and Angela, Dana and Sharon, and Ginger and Doretha. So one letter. Yep. Teresa, you never said what you wanted. Sharon R. Sharon Reinheimer. Sharon Reinheimer. That's Sharon R. Sharon Reinheimer. Sharon R. Teresa, if you want on there, I will match you up to me. Teresa T. and Cindy. There we go. There we go. One fall thing, one fall item, one fall whatever, and a letter of what you're thankful for. Ginger Pam and Doretha. Let me make sure that okay, Ginger had Bonnie and Beth last time. Bonnie had Ginger and Beth. Beth had Bonnie and Ginger. Juju had Teresa C. Goldie had Sharon R. and Lori Beth had, yeah, nobody was repeats. Nobody was repeats. You know what, Esther? Hi, Leonore. How are you? Esther, do you want to play Michelle? I can add you. I can match you up to Teresa. Hi, Leonore. Michelle, answer me, honey. Because I don't mind. Because everybody's getting something from me regardless. Okay, I'm going to add you up to Michelle Walls. There you go. Two L's. She's a 2L Michelle. Michelle Walls. Okay. Hey. Teresa, did you see that? I matched you up to Michelle Walls, not me. So make something fall themed. It can be anything. Let me show you the things that I've made so far. Okay. So this will all go together as one thing because it's half a paper. Okay. Some of this will go as one thing. The painting will go as one. And then we got a little folio. You can do whatever you want. More than likely, I will group like these. These are pockets that are tip-in pockets. I will group these two together with a bookmark like that. And then I've got another little thankful book that'll go. So, anyway, you just never know what all's coming from me. So, okay. Everybody good? If you got left out, let me know, and I'll make sure I get you included. I'll make sure. Okay. So we're just sticking all of this in one envelope so that I know I want to keep it together. We got another one to cut up and inky up. So I stick all of this in the back of my envelope here. So I have this. Yeah, I don't know who I'm turning into. Some of it I can see it's my mama, and some of it I can see that it's other people in my family. I just wish I'd turn into my mother-in-law that could cook really, really good, which I can cook pretty good, but can make good pie crust. She can make the best pie crust in the world, and who like to keep a really clean house. But yeah, I don't like to keep a clean house because there's a lot more interesting things to do than clean, right? Anybody on that same page with me? Now it's not going to be nasty because we got to eat off this stuff, but it's not going to be the bestest. Hmm. Okay, we're going to cut this one to 2.5. Y'all see me do that? Why did y'all sit there and let me do that? Did y'all know there's a hole in there that you can thread your papers through? Gosh. But you are feeling better. Okay, you're fine, honey. You are matched up to Michelle Walls, and I'm excited because Michelle is playing. Michelle hasn't played in a while. This is not. This is a piece of brown paper, coffee dyed paper. I'm sitting here trying to explain what that is. That's coffee dyed paper. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do a 2.5 for here, and then we're gonna cut it into ATC and a 20. This one here is going to be a 20, 20, 20. There we go. And we're going to throw those little pieces away. Now, this time we're going to do, this is 3.5, right? It's just over 3.5. We're going to trim her up and make her right at 3.5. There we go. 3.5, 3.5. And then we're going to do 2.5. Go this way first and see if we can not cut off our pumpkin. 2.5. This one's going to have 3. And 2. And we got a little bit of a piece of leftover. We trashed it. Don't gasp. Hey, Terry, how are you, honey? All packages went out earlier this week. Let's see what we can do with it. We're looking for just a piece of scrappy paper. Well, that ink is really, 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 ain't it? Look how much ink was in that. What in the world? You're going to go eat Brun Upper now, but you'll be watching Brun Upper. I'm not sure what Brun Upper is, but okay, you go eat Brun Upper. That would be wonderful. We're gonna have a hamburger. I'm gonna make hamburgers, probably tater tots. Although I do have some sweet potato fries we need to use up. Maybe I'll cook them. I like sweet potato fries. Oh crud! Just ordered $200 worth of groceries and forgot I needed some brown sugar. Doggone it! Guess I'll include that when Jared goes to get my toothpaste. He can go to the Dollar General and get me some. We're not intending, but breakfast, lunch, and supper all in one. Yeah, you shouldn't be waiting all day, honey. You know that. All day. So, anyway, so for those that are coming in and just want to know, I'm not going to make another short about it. I don't have a blood clot in my leg, but I possibly have a pleural pericardial pericardial effusion again. So I'm having a echocardiogram next week. So the reason my chest X-ray showed that could be a possibility, and then my D dimer numbers was off. So with those results, the cardiologist went ahead and upped my time about getting a my echo done. So that'll be my background. So anyway, um, oh, this is the whole reason we were doing that. We were trying to get all that orange off so we could yellow the edges of this. These are real cute little fall ATCs. More than likely, since they're white on the back, I'm probably not going to sign the back of them. More than likely, I'm going to just put my initials in the corner somewhere. And I may not even sign them. Y'all know me. Sometimes I just don't remember to do things. So, thank you, honey. Hi, Robin. Hi, Robin. Robin. Robin has been busy, busy, busy this week. So, anyway, more than likely, what they're seeing is the leftovers from the last infusion I had because they didn't get it all. You know what I just did? I just inked that and I did not cut my thing. So let's cut it and then we'll ink it again. She ain't on her game right now. She ain't paying attention to what she's doing. That's because she goofy. She just goofy. Does anybody else buy groceries a month at a time? We buy groceries a month at a time, and then we fill in like our bread and our milk. But for the most part, most of our groceries get bought at the beginning of the month or the end of the other month, the month before it. We done grocery ordered today, and about $200, and then um, every so often we grab a burger. Usually on Sunday we grab some kind of fast food because I don't like to cook on Sundays. Every once in a while I'll cook something on Saturday and we'll eat it on Sunday, but most of the time we eat like fast food on Sundays. But yeah. Okay, let's do one more. We did not poke a hole in that, did we? I don't think we poked a hole in the other one neither. Even. Anyway, but yeah, we buy groceries once a month. Um, you do monthly too? Up until we started shopping like this, I know this sounds like how crazy I am, but up until we started shopping like this, I had never spent $100 on groceries ever. Up until we started shopping like that, so now it's a couple of $100 for a month. But I cook nearly every day, or if I don't cook every day, I cook enough one day to eat more than one day. We like a lot of fried rice and we freeze it in individual portions because that's something Jared and I will eat for lunches. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'll show you just a second. Uh, I don't usually freeze any kind of pasta. I made a big pot of pinto beans the other day, and they weren't getting eaten up, and so this is the colored one. So we're going to use this on the back of our sheet, and actually we've got it way off, way off. Maybe we'll turn this over and put this on the back like this. Anyway, so I froze I think 3 portions of pinto beans with ham. I like freezing individual portions because then you just take it out and eat it. There we go. So yeah, you don't promise to do nothing straight, obviously. Oh my goodness, what a nut you are, Cindy Lou Bob. What a nut you are. It'd be okay. It'd be okay. We just glue over the edge over here on this one. We just gonna glue over the edge because we're gonna use this. I know it's not like fall, but it's got little yellow flowers in the middle of it. It's fall enough for me. If it's not fall enough for you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it's not fall enough for you. It is for me. So I already know what I'm cooking for my November meal for my third Wednesday night to cook. Oh wait, yeah, for my third Wednesday night to cook. I'm making a chicken enchilada casserole. I'm making multiple chicken enchilada casseroles. But yeah, that's what we'll be having that Wednesday night. I think we're going to use another piece of that. So anyway, I had some glue hanging off of my thing there. I wanted it gone, so I stuck it on the back of that, and now I'm going to put the lid on this because I don't like for my blue glue to dry out because then it's no longer blue. Y'all want to see? I've never done this before. Where she poked me yesterday to do my A1C, I bruised. And then I have a good sized bruise here because they poked me twice there. Then this is where they ended up getting blood. The doctor had to come in and get it that time because uh, she only got one tube over here and then her needle fell out. Because I have a cut down over there, and I don't know. Some of you may not know what a cut down is, but cut down when I was a baby, they cut my skin and drew the vein up to the top so they could find it real easy because I have real bad veins and I spent a lot of time in the hospital when I was a baby because I was born with a whole bunch of birth defects. Now y'all know what's wrong with me. I was born with a whole bunch of birth defects. I had a hole in my heart, which is not unusual for babies, but it was a little bit more involved than what a normal baby hole in their heart is. And then I had some other issues that required a doctor being brought in from Texas to do surgery on me because there wasn't a doctor in Arkansas that could do it. So because it was not something they had seen a lot of, but it's one of the reasons that I have one kidney and one ovary. It's those are very common side issues that go with having that being born with that birth defect. So anyway, I know that this is going to hurt my heart to do this, but we're going to put a Steffi chicken on this one because I'm pretty sure a Steffi chicken is fall themed, aren't y'all? Don't y'all think a Steffi chicken is fall themed? I mean, chickens are fall themed all the time. And this chicken is tra la la, and so I bet he's singing, oh, Thanksgiving. I am glad I'm not a turkey. Is it bad when you laugh at your own jokes? Because I do. I think I'm hilarious. I know I shouldn't give up my day job though. Okay, y'all don't have to tell me. I know I shouldn't give up my day job. So, anyways. Oh, there we go. I'm still not real sure what my day job is. I think this right here may be my day job. My church job is my weekend job. Actually, my church job is my everyday job too, because I'm always got something going with it. And I'm real frustrated right now because I thought I had some Thanksgiving curriculum I wanted to use, and I'm not finding it. And I need to be making my schedule. I've done made one November schedule lesson plan, but I got I got four more to do because there are 5 Sundays in November this year. So we're gonna put that chicken. We're gonna put that chicken right over here. No, we're gonna put that now. If we put that chicken right there, we're gonna lose its music because so he can't go there. She can't go there. She, if she's not a she, be careful though because I'm being quite the ham. That is funny, Terry. You got jokes too. You got jokes. No, that was Teresa that said that. Teresa's got jokes. Tell Teresa don't give up her day job neither. Look at all of that. That's orange. One of them made this. Either Lori Beth. I think this was a Lori Beth's, not a Goldie's. I think this came out of Lori Beth's package. There we go. Yep. I think I want that right there. Hi Beth, how are you, honey? I just gave out the swaps for November swap. You're matched up with Angela Adele, honey. And if you had been matched up with Angela Adele previously, she is catching up on her on her swaps. So just saying. But everybody will receive something from me. You know that. Y'all always get something from me. So, and if you're wondering what we're doing now, we're just making little fall, well, kind of fall themed. So far, we ain't got anything on this one that looks fall. Uh, so anyway, uh, so far, we are, yeah. And y'all, please do not feel obligated to send back. Do not, because I know everybody is busy and I love Happy Mail, but I also know that everybody is busy, so don't feel obligated to send back. Looky there. My half is sticking out that. But I'm using up a bunch of the painty papers that you guys sent me. Look, I had that little piece that was left over. We'll put it over there. Let's get the fall paper. What did we do with those fall papers? What did we do with those fall papers? Oh boy. There they are. There they are. Have some leaves. Let's see. Uh, You know what I think I'm gonna do? Let's find it. There it is. I think I want to just put some ink on it right before I put it down. What do you think of that? I think that's a good, wonderful idea, Cindy. Wonderful ideas. Anyway, I don't know if you can really call this a master board or not. I don't think you can call it collage at all because I'm not putting any kind of top coat on it. It's just what it is. It's just paper glued on top of paper. So I'm okay with that. and paper glued on top of paper. Don't bother me a bit. Glue all my paper nails. I like that. Look, if Bonnie Bonbon comes in, Bonnie Bonbon, I have you a whole stack of stuff that I'm saving for you, sweetheart. I Somebody sent me a piggy napkin, and I'm saving this piggy napkin for you. And then I have this piggy and that piggy, and somewhere I have another piggy over here that I've saved for you. I know I do, but I don't see him. Oh, there he is. He's split up. Is that him? Is that them? Yep. And that piggy and that piggy. So yeah, I got Bonnie some piggies. We're just gonna wrap that all up like that, and I'll know who it belongs to. I mean, because we all know that Bonnie loves her piggies. Right? Bon loves her piggies. Oh, Bonnie's right there. Hi, honey. I didn't know you were here. I will put it in with your fall things. I just want those white edges done. That's all I want. There. Don't want it to go here. I want to get it there. I have a new order for a new journal. This one will be a stretch for my imagination. Actually, I need to. You're quiet. You're making ATCs. I need to message Debbie Epps and Di and ask them if they have any Egyptian themed. This one is Egyptian. This one is an Egyptian themed journal. Ask them if they have any Egyptian papers in their thing. This one has a chicken, but we want to put this chicken because of how I'm cutting these. I kind of pay attention to where my chicken's going. Hey, Butterow, how are you, honey? I got your book. I messaged you earlier, and then I decided it didn't matter. So I I did send you an invoice for your book and your napkins that you've got. So it, I don't know why I like to do this, but I do like to outline things. So because I do. What in the world? I started outlining the leaf. If I'm not a nut. Oh, there we go. Goodness. There. Okay. More paper. Kind of like this. I think I want a piece of this to go. Don't know that it's really fall like. I don't see anywhere where this one got signed, but I think this may be from Ginger Pam. If not, it's from Teresa or Lori Beth or Steffi or even Goldie or even Juju with fish and spaghetti. Now that is an interesting combo, Miss Doretha. That is very very interesting. Fish and spaghetti. Somebody must been planning on fish, and then somebody else must have said, "Oh, I want spaghetti." I don't know that I've ever ate fish and spaghetti. My weirdest way to eat fish is I ate fish with green beans one night. There was no potatoes to make fried taters. I had fish. No potatoes to make fried taters. Nothing else that looked good with fish. So we just had green beans. They like it like that. Okay. Is it fried fish or is it baked fish? You know what? This right here is really pretty. I think we need a piece of that on there, don't you? But what my biggest problem is getting this off of this. It is a pain in the butt to get off. Fried tonight. Is it catfish? Yummy. I didn't know washi tape. I think these are sheets of washi tape. I never, somebody mentioned they didn't know washi tape came this big. I believe this is a sheet of washi tape. Gifted that. Now I got to decide where I want it after I tore it all off. I think right there in the middle of everything. We'll leave a blank hole right there. Look, I got wrinkles and everything. Goodness, Cindy. Oh well, it'll be okay. You know why it's gonna be okay? I'm gonna take our little thing. Oh, y'all looky there. We just turned it. We just made it look real fall with a yellow background, didn't we? Oh my goodness, that cracked me up. Hold on. Gotta bend a knee. Gotta bend a knee. All these books down here. I bet there's something in here we could use. But there's Dolly. Hi, Dolly. Somebody sent me a cutout Dolly, and I can't remember who it came from. Right there, so we can see beautiful Dolly every day. There we go. But that's not what we were digging for, Cindy. We were not digging for Dolly. Digging for a wait, the oranges in it, don't it? What's that? This one is, oh, that's one of those. $2. These Bon Voyage have some beautiful pictures. This right here is what I'm looking for. That was the one I was looking for. Somebody is a sharing message me. I'm looking for my Baker Creek book. And we're going to go back here. Ooh, percent. No, that's it. Look at that tomato. Isn't that beautiful? But we're looking for pumpkins, Cindy. We're looking for pumpkins and mums. Pumpkins and mums. Look at that. That's a sweet habanero. There's some beautiful fall colors in this. There's a melon. That's marigolds. You know what? Marigolds are kind of fall looking, aren't they? Let's have this paper here. This here. This is last year's. Yeah, this is 2024's. I gave my 2025 to my nephew. I gave it to him. I actually put it in with his Christmas present because he loves to garden, and I knew that even if he never bought anything at all from it, that he would enjoy looking at it. She grows ornamentals. All of this. It doesn't break it down. There should be some. There's some pumpkins right there. But there should be some pumpkins in here. Oh, looky there. There's some. Yeah. Oh, those are pretty. Okay, we got melons, tomatoes, tomatoes, more tomatoes, more tomatoes. You know what? I have found these right here. Oh, that's called a pink bumblebee. That's not them. My cousin planted, she gave me a tomato plant that is yellow sunburst cherries. They are so good. And tomatillos with charred strawberries. Uh, pumpkins. Pumpkins right there. Ain't nothing but a pumpkin, is it? Squash. That was another thing I meant to order was some butternut squash. I want to try butternut squash for the first time this year. I am wanting to live on the edge this year. I'm here to tell you. Don't normally eat that kind of stuff. I never have ate butternut squash. Has anybody else ever ate butternut squash? We're fixing to put some in our fall thing here. Ooh, that'll be okay. If you've ate butternut squash, tell me how you've ate it. See, this is what I think. I think I should cut it and then pull these seeds out and then rub a little salt and a little oil on it and bake it and then put some cinnamon and a little brown sugar on it and eat it like that. That's that's how I think I should eat it. Y'all tell me, does that sound good? Is that if you've ate it, do you think that would be good? Kind of like you would a sweet tater, because that's exactly how I would eat a sweet tater. I'm just here to tell you I need to eat more vegetables. My A1C is still on the edge of being pre diabetic, but it is lower than it was in 2024. In 2024, it was 6 and it was 5.7 yesterday. So we'll be fine with that. The doctor didn't say a word to me about it. So as long as she ain't harping, I ain't worrying. I mean, that's just how that is my philosophy. If the doctor don't say nothing, don't worry about it. Right? I think that works. Yes, like a sweet tater. Okay, Beth. Thank you for your input there, honey. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All my other numbers, my triglycerides, my HDL, my everything, my white blood cells, everything. But my creatinine is up. Few things that have been up are still up. When you have one kidney, some of those numbers just don't run right anyway. Just saying. Only born with one, so I didn't lose one anywhere along the way. I was only born with one. She's a macro kidney. She tries hard to do the job of want to. She's a little bit bigger than normal. I've had extensive testing done for that one. Anything on 5 is great. My dad had diabetes, but he didn't have diabetes until he had pancreatitis. Both of my grandmas had diabetes, but they were not type 1 diabetes. They were type 2. Both of them were in their 40s, nearly 50s before they were diagnosed. Rubbed with butter and sprinkled. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'm gonna have to go back to the store and get some. We're gonna cut up these marigolds. Just gonna cut them out a little bit, and then we're gonna be done with this one, and then we're gonna be done. I guess I'm gonna go cook supper for these people that live at my house. Anybody else besides myself hate cooking supper on grocery day? It's like you got all these groceries and you're just like too tired to cook on grocery day. And I don't even do anything except for order them, and Jared goes and picks them up. I just have to put them away. Bake 350, 20 minutes till tender. Okay. Thank you, honey. You just went way up and beyond what I was expecting anybody to do. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Out of brown sugar. So I never had what I would call a sweet tooth. I'd always much rather have something salty and crispy until I went through the change of life. Once I went through the change of life, it's like, move over, Rover. Let's have something sweet. Candy is my downfall. Candy and now I love fruit. I'm headed to the fruit market pretty soon. If you're watching Annette, whenever you say microwave it, I bet I could cook it in the air fryer probably just as fast. My little air fryer is my favorite friend. She's like my she's like my bestie. But I cooked before I got my air fryer like I have now. I don't have one of those basket kinds. I have a oven kind, not on my oven, but the kind that's like a countertop oven. Anyway, and before I got the first air fryer I got, I hated it. I threw it away. It was a basket kind. I threw it away. I bought it used off of Marketplace. Then we used our countertop toaster oven so much to cook in that I thought, maybe I would like one that was like that. And so we got one of those. We want to make sure we don't cut up our chicken. So if that's 2.5 inches, we will not mess up our chicken. We just lost a little bit of marigold there, but not much. That looks just as crooked as can be. Maybe it's straight here. Are you straight there and crooked there? We'll trim up your tail feathers. We didn't even get in your tail feathers. Looky there, aren't we good? Oh, doohickey right here. Let's undo that. There. There we go. That's much better. Much better. We have a ragged edge here, but that's okay. We're gonna live with that, and we're going to stick this in here, and we're gonna make sure that we're pretty straight here. Um, there you go. Let's cut the next piece. What is it going to be? Another 2.5. Got a little bit of that. And then we're going to cut this like this. This is going to be our ATC, 3.5. And this is going to be a 20, 2x2. You can get quite a bit out of a half of a 8.5 by 11. 20, 2x2. I know that I know it's square, but because of how the papers are on it, it looks off to me. Off. Do we want 2 bookmarks or 3 ATCs? What do y'all think? 2 bookmarks or 3 ATC? I broil it. Two book 2 bookmarks or 3 ATCs. Anybody want to vote? Anybody want to say? 2 bookmarks? Okay. We done 3 ATCs. I want to show this. Send her a picture. If I can find it. Okay, I need to manage. Select more photos. There we go. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get all of that. If that's going to get everything. We're going to see. No, it don't get any of it. So she has on a costume that a little girl in my church had on a costume nearly just like it. We said 2 bookmarks, didn't we? That had a little girl in my church had one on just nearly just like it. And first we're going to cut this straight, okay? Because that's crooked and that bothers me a lot. That bothers me. Anyway, except for my friend that is showing me hers. Hers is blue, where the little girl's was orange and yellow. There we go. That's better. And that's fine that that's crooked right up there because we're fixing to cut it off. All of the rest of that right there. What's all that? All that's trash. That's not trash. That's trash. That's trash. That's trash. Okay. We got 2 bookmarks. We got this. Got this right here. Got Dan hung up down in there. Hung up. What time is it? 4:41. Kids should be in full swing over at the school. Elementary school. The elementary school is over by where my mom lives. I live right next to the high school. But here in about just a little bit over an hour, the cannon will be go off. They shoot a cannon at 6 o'clock, then they shoot a cannon when the ball game starts, then they shoot a cannon every time they score. So we get a lot of cannons. I think I need something glued down here, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm thinking. Wonder. Oh, see this other piece right here. Somewhere, somewhere. I don't know. Let's look in here and see if there's anything we want to pull out of here that we might glue down there. Hmm. Look at that turkey. Our little chicken was making fun of the turkey a while ago. We're gonna put turkey on there. Cut it out, right, Cindy. Let's cut this out of the thing first, and then we will. Uh, and now we'll cut that turkey out of there, and we may be doing just a kiss cut because we don't want to do no cussy cutting, you know. But his message, oh, it is. That turkey must be sitting on a nest. Ain't she pretty? She is pretty. But she needs some ink on her edges because we got quite a bit of white. Let's go with some gold ink. Some of this yellow goldy. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfection. That's good on the leaves and everything. Yep, that's good. There we go. Which we're going to just leave that open because we're fixing to use it too. Bottle's about empty. I got to fill it up again. And look, they got the pretty backs. There you go. Let's let's ink her up. Oh, we're going to ink this one. Oh, green section there. Green white section. I don't even know if you can buy these color box pads anymore. I've had these for years and they're still inky. And I have never sprayed them. Y'all know that I like to spray things. So, two bookmarks. Yep. You know what? Hold on. Because we don't like to waste any kind of ink. Just going to do this. Yes, I know we're getting on top of things. And yes, I know I could be trading out things, but I want to go into this really deep brown here. Oh, yeah, I like that. Oh, it's not inking. I was like, why is that not sticking over there? That's because that's that washi. I don't want like sticking to that washi tape. But let's do this little raggedy edge. There, like that. Oh yeah, I like that. Yep, yep. Yes, sirree, Bob. What do you too, little twinty? You ain't gonna stick real well right there on that washi. That will do you. Actually, oh, I may want to stick something on top of said 20. And ATC, there you go. That is washi tape there. It's sticking a little bit, but not great. Right back in there. Don't be trying to come out and join the party. Okay, there we go. Okay, that has that set all done. And let's just go ahead, do some more ink in here. We'll just make us another thing. Oh, that's bright yellow. You can tell that I contaminate them. So okay, they're all my things anyway. It don't matter. It ain't like I'm at somebody else's house using their supplies, right? It's my stuff. I can contaminate it if I want to, right? It ain't like I'm giving it a disease. I'm just adding some more color to it. You know what I want to do after I get done with this? Just because I want to see what happens. We may end up making a muddled mess and throwing it away, but it's okay if it happens that way. It happens that way. It's a half a piece of paper that normally would have got thrown in the trash anyway. Okay, let's go. We want some of this Goldie right here. We'll put some of it right in there. And red there. Right in there. Now, this is what I wonder. These say they are pigment option pad. So what I wonder, let me move these out of the way. Did we ink that one? Yeah, we inked all those. Move that out of the way. I wonder what will happen if we were to spray water on it. Anything? Not seeing anything change about it. Uh-oh, ads. Sorry. I was really hoping it would make it look a little less, but it didn't. It's okay. Well, guys, let me shut that off. I can play with that again some more in a minute. I've been here a while. I can't even see how long I've been here because there. I've been here an hour and a half plus 7 minutes. So I think I'm going to go. I will see you guys all later. And I'll be back on Monday night. More than likely, I won't be around much this weekend, but I'll be back on Monday night. So, anyhow, and about a little purple in there. A little bit purple. I don't know about where you live, but yesterday when we went to the doctor, uh, and we were driving back and forth, we did notice that the leaves are changing quite a bit this way. So maybe take a nice drive and see what the leaves are doing in your area. So have a wonderful weekend. God bless. Love y'all.